Hi, Misha here, and sometimes I get the impression you folks like AK stuff. And so we've got a kind of a preview, sneak peek, first look at a new 80% receiver made in Poland by WBP. Well, it's the same receivers they use. It's actually they all use a subcontractor. But yeah, Polish receiver imported by Arms of America. Now, I'm sure a lot of you remember those folded up receiver shells that came in a few years ago that were in the white. This is basically taking that and taking it a step further. So let's see what we have here. On this side, we have the magwell dimple. We also have the selector markings. On the bottom, we have the hole for the grip and for the trigger. We also have the cutout for the magwell with the correct large front dimple. On this side, we have another magwell dimple, of course. We also have your X, Y stampings, all three of them. We have the center support riveted in. The ejector is already there. Our receiver rails are already inside. As you can see, they're already spot welded. I think there's 7 spots on each side. These come in with basic black oxide, which is kind of related to blued finish. As you see it here kind of in the raw, it's a little bit dull, but if you clean it up a bit and oil it down, it'll get shinier. More importantly, this receiver is heat treated already. Bing, bonk. So yeah, you have the rails welded in, the center support riveted in, and it has been heat treated. It even has a basic finish. If you don't want to have the blued or black ox look, you can just kind of buff it out and start over. You could parkerize it or paint it. But if you're wanting to use an earlier Polish kit, or really any kit that has kind of the military type blued finish, this should match reasonably well. As I said, these are considered 80% receivers, receiver shells, blanks, if you will. That means an FFL is not required. They do not have a serial number on them. The only markings are the C and P for the selector. The rivet holes in the back haven't been drilled out or dimpled yet, which is actually quite nice because it means you could either do this for a fixed stock or a folder. The trigger pin holes aren't here yet, but again, we have our XY stamping, so you kind of know where to go. And so that is about it. These just started coming in this summer. Again, these are the same shells that WBP has been using for their Fox rifles. They are the original kind of AKM mil-spec that Circle 11 once used. So they're should be right in there with Russian spec. Everything seems good. The fold lines are nice and sharp. Everything seems real squared off. I mean, it's what you'd expect. And these retail for $69.95 right now. So, not a bad deal for an 80%er. That's mostly ready to go. A little cheaper than a lot of the other receivers on the market at the moment. Really good if you've got a 1960s or 70s Polish kit, fixed or folder. And of course it would work with Romanian kits or even Russian if you wanted. At least it's an original country of origin that was heat treated over there, not over here. All the work, the heat treating, the riveting, the welding, even the bluing was done in Poland by WBP. But yeah, I'm going to be using this to build something. I'm going to kind of wait for the right kit to come along, I think. And I'm sure once we get around to that, we will document the process and let you know how it goes. I bet it goes like a stamped AK, but yeah. I don't know if it'll be a fixed stock or a folder yet. Kind of thinking folder right now, but hey, you never know. Alrighty guys, well, this summer there hasn't been a whole lot new to talk about or get excited on. And I'm not going to say this is the most earth-shattering thing ever, but for builders and Polish collectors, it's pretty neat to be able to do your own with your own receiver. And the price is right, I'd say. So yeah, if you've been sitting on a Polish kit, you might want to check one of these out. We're going to do something with it. Sometimes those are the most fun builds, when you just see a cool part, you know, a barrel or a receiver, or even a buttstock, and think, I need to build something around that. That's kind of what this is here. I don't know what I'm going to build yet, but seemed like a good opportunity. And again, there hasn't been much else to really focus on this summer, so yeah. Stay tuned for that, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please do post them below. And if you could, like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't, you might check out the playlist for some of our backlog videos. We do have one or two. This is Misha, and we'll catch you very soon next time.